Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I have for you a classic from Paper Wishes. This is Winter's Butterfly Artful Card Kit. It has 35 die-cut pieces and 6 double-sided papers. It even has ideas on the front and the back of this little insert. And it makes cards like this one. They're really easy and simple for beginners, and then we kind of jazz them up with some Dazzle stickers. So if you have a friend who's looking to start card making, or whether you're a classic card maker who wants to make some quick cards, this is great for you. This is our giveaway card for this episode, so if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer can win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, as I said, you're getting 35 die-cut pieces. So the ingredients can be happy birthday, thinking of you, blessings, Merry Christmas, but you could save that one for next year. And then lots of birthday wishes, winter wishes, happy holidays, that kind of thing. But they're really a winter collection. So make a couple for Christmas, set those aside for next year. But we love just the irony, I think, of having butterflies with the snowflakes, because they are just like both so delicate, and each one is unique. So we love that idea. So here we've got beautiful purples, blues, and burgundies together. You're getting 6 double-sided sheets of paper. I love the beautiful little snowflakes with the cute little solid butterflies in between. This one just has a little edge of the snowflakes coming down. Beautiful snowflake border on this one with a sort of ombre effect going on. Beautiful burgundy, kind of a craft paper with navy blue. Got another navy blue with a border, and then another craft color with that beautiful border as well, and then the all over snowflake patterns on the navy blue. So let's jump right in. I want to show you this card that I made. This is a 6.5 by 5 inch card, and I cut away from the card front 2.5 inches, just from the card flap on the front. And then you guys, I covered the inside of it with that navy paper. And then with the part that I cut off right here, I saved that to put on the inside of the card. And I just took a little scrap of the craft colored paper and just glued it across the bottom. And then we've got these cute little, I'm gonna take these out, these thin line Dazzle stickers, which they're borders. And they have black, gold, white, silver, and I think I'm forgetting a color. Black, gold, white, so, nope, I got them. And I used a silver one right across the bottom there, and then on each corner, some little silver jewel Dazzle stickers. Ooh, holographic. And then I took some foam tape, and I just foam taped this little hello there. And then we've got these silver pearl butterfly stickers, which are just adorable, and they go so well with this theme. All right, and then when we close up the card, on the card front, I covered that with that craft color paper with the navy blue. I went ahead and inked the edges with a little bit of cocoa bean and brown, like cocoa bean brown, and just inked the edges of that. And then I took another little rectangle of this paper, or no, excuse me, this is the all over print one. This is just the corner print. The all over print, which I showed you here. And I glued that flush with the card top, added another one of those borders along the bottom, and then I took one of the die cut pieces, it happens to be this one right here, I punched out this center part, and then I just put some more of that craft colored paper behind it, foam taped it, and then foam taped the Winter Wishes die cut across the center, added some more of those little Jewel Dazzle stickers, and I was done, okay? Really an easy one to put together. All right, let's show you this one that Debbie made, and this is our giveaway card. So I'm going to tell you about it first, and then I'll tell you about how you can win this one. All right, so this is 6.5 by 5 inches. We took that craft colored paper again with the border. Let me see if I can find that one. This one right here. Just using that, just like that, aligning the corners is a great way to save time. Covering your card with adhesive, turning it over, turning it over like that, adding it like that, and then just trimming around 2 sides. Really quick way to do that if you're new to card making. Then we've got a little border of navy blue, And then there's a little border right here. This is silver linen cardstock. Do you see that little like grain to it like that? Debbie just took a little strip of that, it's about 3/8 of an inch wide, and glued that down the center. And then this border right here, oh gosh, I forgot to grab that. That is from our white Fancy Border Dazzle stickers. I'll put that down below the video. There's just a single sheet that you can get there from our Dazzle stickers, and added that there, and then took some blue Jewel Dazzle stickers and added those to decorate that border. It's really helpful when working with the little circle Jewel Dazzle stickers to use these little jewel pickers, because you can just put it here, stir around, lift up the sticker, it's right there, and then you can attach it. And it just makes it so easy. And then she took one of the punch outs and she foam taped that right to the center, added a little bit of the border that she trimmed down and added it there with Jewel Dazzles there. And then each one of the snowflakes has one of these blue Jewel Dazzles in the center. Then she inked the entire card edge using Prussian blue ink and our favorite little applicator tool. So very easy card to put together. This is our giveaway card for this episode, you guys. And how it works is we're promoting our Paper Wishes YouTube channel. All you have to do is hop on over to YouTube. It's My Paper Wishes is the channel name. Or if you're watching this on our YouTube, on our paperwishes.com webisode page, if you expand the screen, you can see a little YouTube icon, and if you click on that, that'll take you to our Paper Wishes YouTube channel. We ask that you subscribe. We ask that you like the video and leave us a comment. So like, comment, and be a subscriber to our YouTube channel. And then after about a week, we will comment, hey, you won this card. So definitely participate in that, and watch for the instructions on what to do if you do win the card. It's also a good idea to hit that notification bell in the top right-hand corner. That way, if you do win, you'll get a notification, because we do this 3 times a week, every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday videos, the ones that I host. I love to give away a card. So definitely participate in that one, you guys. That's super fun. All right, so the next card I have got, oops, this one. Look at this. Debbie made a shaker card, all right? This is a little bit more advanced, but really easy to do. So I'm going to show you how. First, she took her 5 by 6.5 inch card and she covered it with that silver linen, okay? And then she cut down some of that burgundy paper, so she was leaving that linen border, okay? And then added some just strips of paper right here, cut the little V in there. Oh, actually, no, that's a die cut, sorry. That's a die cut right there, okay? She added that. Here's another one, added that, foam taped that, put one of the little die cut circles. And then there's a little jewel on the center of this, and that is from this collection. It's just called Coconut, and they're just little rhinestone-y shapes that you can put here. And then down here she took that same linen cardstock, created a border. She foam taped that on there. And we do have our giant wheel of foam tape. Okay, it's 150 feet or 50 yards of continuous foam tape. So handy to use. 1/2 inch wide. You can just cut it down the center as you peel it off, and then add it to things like this border. And then added another little strip of that crafty color with the blue on there. This little oval is also a little die cut piece. And then these are just little silver flower dazzle stickers. They come in all these little sizes on the sheet. She took one and put it right there. It looks a little bit like a tiny little snowflake, and another one of those little crystals. Now I'm going to show you how to make a similar shaker to this, okay? It's really cool. So first of all, Debbie took one of the little window, like frame shapes with a window in it. You had to cut this one. You just punch the center out of this, okay? We're going to hold on to that. And then she took a sheet of acetate. You can buy this by the sheet at, whoops, I dropped something, at paperwishes.com. Glue it to the back, okay? So just use a little bit of, you could either use extra sticky tape, double-sided tape, or you could use a little Cosmic Shimmer glue to put on there. Put that on there, let it dry for a few minutes, and then just take your scissors and just trim around that, okay? So once that's dry and it's all trimmed, then we're gonna take some of our foam tape strips, cut off a chunk of it just like this, And we're going to cut this 1/2 inch wide foam tape. And it's really nice to use scissors that are like titanium to do this with. I'm going to cut these into strips like this. And we're just going to place it around the edge. And we're actually going to do 2 layers of this, but first we're going to do the first layer. And you're going to go all the way around the window opening. And the most important thing is you want to make sure your little strips of tape connect, so that way the beads don't get out. So I'm going to take a little break here and I'm going to go finish this, then we'll come right back. All right, I've got my double layer of foam tape on here. You can see right there, double layer, getting it together tightly so that the little beads don't slip out. You're making a little dam all the way around, basically. And I did want to finish what I was saying about the titanium scissors, that even though it will like stick as you're going, it doesn't gum up the scissors, okay? So if you're using non-titanium ones that can get sticky all over the scissors, it doesn't stick to it at all. Okay, so now we're gonna take these adorable little beads. They come in different colors. This is blue pearl caviar beads. We'll have them in black and burgundy, I think, and gold, green. They're so fun to use. I'm going to use a package that's already opened. And you're just going to take this. This is Debbie's technique of doing a shaper card, and she calls it a sandwich, a shaker sandwich. You're going to pour some of those in there. And you want to use enough tape so that, oh, this is a little bit that has glue on it or something. You're gonna use enough tape so that whatever's in there and you shake it around, they can still move. So if you have thicker elements that are going in here, like rhinestones or something, you maybe need even a 3rd layer of tape. All right, and then you could also even ask, Debbie used some of these little pieces as well from the coconut colored little rhinestones. Now, I just went ahead and I sort of traced a really bad oval because this is going to be the last layer. And I also went ahead and glued a little sentiment on there, and that is going to go right on the top of that, and that makes your sandwich. Then once you have your sandwich done, you just turn it, put some glue on the back, turn it over and place it wherever you want. And so it's just a simpler way of doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my little sandwich. And then we're going to put it just like this. And it's okay if we don't get all of the foam tape covered. You just want to make sure that there's no holes where the little beads can come out. It goes like that. And then I would just glue it to my card front and then embellish it with these little silver pearl flowers. So cute around the edges. Yeah, we love that. Debbie's little sandwich technique is so great. All right, I have another technique to show you guys. This card. This is a 5 by 6.5 inch card. Debbie used that really pretty craft paper one with like the different colors on it, with the burgundy and the white snowflakes. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Of course, it's not going to let me be really quick. Oh yeah, it's this one. Now she even cut out one of these little butterflies, okay, and then just kind of worked her way up. I think she used it right here, and then she cut this butterfly out, and then once she was done doing her technique, then she glued that on there, okay? So we've got a strip of burgundy paper right here. One of those little edge pieces right there is from our thin line black Jewel Dazzle stickers. It goes right there. And then look at the swirls that Debbie made, okay? So once you have your border on here, and then once you have your little border on here, then we're gonna do some swirls. And I'm gonna use just some black cardstock that I brought. Here we go. And then I'm gonna need my craft mat. And we're gonna be using this really cool product. It's called Snowflakes Glitter Mica Flakes. You're also gonna need some glue. I'm just using our regular Cosmic Shimmer glue. That's our favorite. And you're just going to make a swirl with it. You're going to start at the center. You're going to go all the way around, like make an E, and then go around it. Like that, okay? And you could even make it a little thicker. I'm going to open this, make sure this bottle is cleared away, to make a little thicker line of glue. There we go. And I'm just really putting that nozzle in there because I really want it to like spread out. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna take this mica stuff that's so fun. You're just gonna sprinkle it. It's like the cooler version of the kindergarten glitter we used to use. All right, and then we're just gonna take just something like a coffee filter or another piece of paper. Gonna tap off the excess. Okay, and then let that dry for about an hour. Okay, the thicker the glue, the more time it's gonna take to dry. And then you just take your coffee filter or whatever and just put everything back. You don't wanna waste any of this because it's just so special and adorable. There we go. And then that aside. Okay, and so once your swirls are dry on here, then Debbie put another little border. I should mention she used the burgundy border and then used the thin line stickers here and the white thin line sticker there. Then she went ahead and did the swirls, okay? Let the swirls dry with the mica. And then here's another little die cut frame. She used this one right here. Foam taped that all the way around. There's these little corner pieces. She just cut those and glued those right there. Foam taped this piece. Added some silver jewel dazzle stickers right there, and then added those little jewel pearl butterfly stickers as well. Just adorable. Look at the shimmer on this one. She did a fantastic job. All right, you guys, we have a really great money saver on this collection. It's right there on the right-hand side of your screen if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page at paperwishes.com. And if you are watching us over on YouTube, all you have to do is look down below the video in the description box and you'll see a link that'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page. And then you can check out the money saver that's right there. All the other items are listed down below the video in the description box. And don't forget, you guys, to participate in our giveaway card because we would love to send this to somebody this winter. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.